The Patriots are the only team in the NFL still winless, while division rival Miami is one of two undefeated teams remaining. When Dan Marino plays the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday, he may not face Deion Sanders. As Gary and I discussed, Deion may be playing just baseball this weekend, so Marino could have a field day. Look at what Atlanta's opponents have done in the air. They've completed over 65% of their attempts, 8 touchdown passes, just 2 interceptions. They haven't faced the likes of a Dan Marino yet. Dan joins Nick now on NFL Crosstalk.
The man of the hour. Danny, after beating a tough Buffalo team, you now get Atlanta. Atlanta, of course, might not have Deion Sanders, a depleted secondary, and a grits blitz that looks to me a little lumpy. It must look pretty appetizing to you as a quarterback.
Well, actually, Nick, I think that they do a lot of good things on defense. They got defensive backs that can cover, and they take a lot of chances. They play a lot of man coverage. They like to blitz, and they try to make big plays. You know, our offense has to be very disciplined and understand that we got to run disciplined routes, read the coverages, have the right protection on, and come in and go back there and make good decisions. And if we can do that, and also trying to run the football some and be successful running the ball, we should do well against Atlanta.
Well, I would hope so, because Brownie Nagel threw for 375 yards in that first ball game. He has done nothing since. I said earlier on the show that Keith Jackson has taken the Dolphins to another level. And that, to me, it looked like it elevated the entire team. Do you sense that yourself?
Well, I think Keith brings a few things to our team. He's been a winner in Philadelphia. He's been a great pass catcher there. He's well known around the league as a big play guy, and it's just going to be a great addition to us as a team. You know, along with Duper and Clayton and Bobby Humphries in the backfield, and Freddie Banks and Tony Martin, some of the other receivers, Pharaoh Edmonds also. So we got a lot of weapons right now. Hopefully, you know, we can take all these weapons and do some good things offensively.
Mark Higgs is a terrific runner, but Bobby Humphrey, in my mind, again, gives you an added dimension with his receiving ability. But do you see him playing a more prominent role in your offense this week?
Well, it all depends what our game plan will be going into the game. I think what we're going to do is continue to do some of the things we did against Buffalo, mixing up the situation, sometimes having 4 wide receivers, other times having 3, other times only having, you know, 2 backs, I formation. What that means to Bobby is that he'll probably get a lot of playing time, but also he'll split time with Mark Higgs, and Higgs is going to get his chance to carry the ball and run it too.
Danny, your offensive line really looks solid. You've only been sacked 5 times so far this year, but Miami gets less than 100 yards rushing per game. Now, can the Dolphins be in a contention for a championship team with an anemic running game like that?
Well, I think that's something we've been working on for a couple years now that I think that we'll continue to improve on. I think the guys, the offensive line, they want to have a good running game. I think our philosophy is to be more of a balanced team, and that's what we've been trying to accomplish the last few years. I think early on in the season, we ran the ball pretty well. I think against Buffalo, what we had to do was spread them out, and we couldn't run it that well early on. We just decided to throw it, and we had some big plays, and things worked out for us.
Danny, Shula was so emotional on that sideline during that Buffalo game. Now, he looked like he saw something special in this team. Now, this is kind of a look I haven't seen in a long time. Did you see that in him?
Well, I think he's just excited about the possibilities this team has this year, because we've been in some tough situations. We've won 3 road games, which is a big thing, and now we come home and we have 3 home games in a row. So I think he's excited about the possibility of us getting back into playoffs and being in contention once again, which we haven't been in a few years.
Do you see this team as a legitimate team that can get to the Super Bowl?
No, I'm sorry, Nick. Would you say the team get to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that if, you know, we stay healthy, we'll have a chance to beat any team in the AFC. And Buffalo is, without a doubt, I thought, the class of the AFC. And we went up to their home park and won the game. We played a great ball game. Hopefully we can continue to improve on that. And I think if we can, we'll have a chance to get to the Super Bowl.
Danny, best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you, Nick.